The world is created with numerous problems filled with thrilling equations and questions. However, it is also filled with beauty that can be seen through shapes, patterns, and angles that makes us unique. Hi, good day. I am Jemela Rizze Tubaon, a HUMSS A-2 student for Our Lady Fatima University. You can call me Jems or Jemela, but no matter which side or angle you prefer, even if it is undefined, still it makes you unique. I am not very skilled at math, especially when it comes to solving or equations. But what I enjoy about is the language that comes with it, like which also helps us to learn more about the world. Kasi alam mo yun, kahit hindi ka mathematician, you were still able to like visualize or to see the structures na nakikita natin sa mga surroundings natin. Also, this subject trains us and brings us hope that every problem has a solution. Laging tatandaan, Iste plus tiyaga equals Whee! So how have I been? I hope that everyone who's watching this is doing great with their assignments as well as their exercises. It is another day and I will be your guide in this accelerating discussion as I make you math talino. So before we get started, let us have a quick recap from what we have learned last week. So do you remember what we discussed about last week? If you remember it correctly, then great. I'll give you 5 questions to answer these 3 simple questions in order to assess your knowledge from the previous topic. How many correct answers did you got? Let us know in the comment section below. Welcome to Piecewise Function. A piecewise function is a function that is defined by 2 or more equations that are applied to a certain interval across a given domain. And for us to fully comprehend the topic better, here are some examples of how to calculate the value of a piecewise function. Given the piecewise defined function, f of x is equals to x plus 5 if 2 is less than or equal to 10. 5x squared plus 2x if x is greater than 8. Okay, so for x plus 5, we have 2 is less than or equal to 10. And for 5x squared plus 2x, we have x is greater than 8. So, gagamitin natin ng x plus 5 kapag ang x ay 2 less than or equal to 10. Then, we will use 5x squared plus 2x if the x is greater than 8. So, to further understand the concept of a piecewise function, let us answer the following examples. Find the following: f of 20, f of 5, and f of 10. So, which of the following functions should we apply to obtain the f of 20? So, we will focus here. And as you can see, 20 is bigger than 8. Which means, right, gagamitin natin ang function na ito, which is 5x squared plus 2x. With that, substitute the applied value of 20, which results in 5 times 20 squared plus 2 times 20. Complete the following procedure which creates our final answer, 2040. So, proceed naman tayo with the other givens. Okay, so first, we have to list the set of function. Then, observe. So, dahil 5 is 2 less than or equal to 10, we will use this function. So, what is the next step? Okay, great. Substitute the value which results to 5 plus 5. Evaluate the following operation which makes our final answer 10. So before we proceed to our next discussion, kindly prepare any kinds of paper and pen as we test your understanding by answering these given values. Each number will be given 10 seconds to answer, so do your best and let's see kung nakinig ba talaga kayo. Okay, so for this activity, all you have to do is to find the values of f of 3, f of negative 10, f of 7, f of 12, and f of negative 16. Okay, let's see if we get the correct answer. So first, observe natin ang given. Next, we substitute. Then we evaluate, which makes our answer 31. Again, observe the function. And then substitute the value. Evaluate, which makes our answer 64. Okay, so what we do is we observe, then we substitute. After that, evaluate the following operations, which make our final answer 103. So again, we observe the function, and after that we substitute, which makes our answer 139. Okay, for the last item, we were going to substitute the given to the function. Then we evaluate, which makes our final answer 169. So, did you got a perfect score? So, I hope so too. So, therefore, let us move on to our next topic. Okay, even, odd, and neither. A function is considered even if and only if negative x is equals to f of x for all values of x. This implies that we may change the value of x to negative x and still gets the initial form, which is f of x. So, for example, we have f of x equals to 18x squared plus 5. So, we substitute the negative x for x. A negative base raised to an even power is equals to positive. Since f of negative x is equals to f of x, then the function is an even function. Odd function. A function is deemed to be odd if and only if it fulfills the function of f of negative x is equal to negative f of x for all values of x. Hence, it is an odd function if we change the value of x into negative x and get negative f of x. Okay, so for example, we have f of x equals to 18x cubed plus 5 of x. So, substitute the negative x for x. A negative base raised to an odd power is equals to a negative. Then multiply a positive and a negative, which will equals to negative. Factor out the negative sign from the expression. And since f of negative x is equals to negative f of x, then the function is an odd function. Neither function, where you plug in negative x in a function in all other cases. The function is neither even nor odd. Whenever we change the value of x into negative x, then we don't come up with f of negative x equals to f of x, nor f of negative x equal to negative f of x, then it is neither. So, for example, we have 18x squared plus 5x. So, substitute the negative x for x. A negative base raised on even power is equals to a positive. Then multiply a positive and a negative, which will equal to a negative. Since neither f of negative x is equals to f of x nor f of negative x is equals to negative f of x, then the function is neither. So before we commence our quick assessment, I have a present for all of you. Pahabol na rin since celebrated New Year. A shortcut. Tama. Yes, a shortcut to make our life more easier. Even. If all of the exponents of x are an even integer regardless of whether the function has a constant or not. For odd, if all of the exponents of x are odd, the function should not contain any constants, and neither the odd nor the even. So let us now proceed to our short assessment to test everyone's understanding. But don't worry, I guarantee you that this quiz is easy and that you don't need to prepare any paper or pen for it. So since you can answer it with your mind lang. Okay, time's up. So here are the answer for our mini quiz. Okay, so that has been our discussion for today, and I must say that you did a pretty great job in staying until the end of the video. I am truly grateful to each and everyone who stayed with me, practice with me, and learn with me. I had fun being with you, and I hope you did too. Again, this has been your guide for today's episode. I am Jemela Rizze Tubaon. Keep in mind that the essence of mathematics is not to make simple things complicated, but to make complicated things simple. This subject trains us and brings us home that every problem has a solution. Isip plus tiyaga equals matalino. Bye!